Hey guys, today is actually day 3 of the trailer DIY, and progress has been slow because first of all, we don't really have an exact plan for this project. It was kind of like a trial and error from the beginning, and as we go along, we start to find out what we want and how we want to do it. But sometimes with DIYs and with things that are not really kind of common and I don't know the word for it, but this is abstract is what at best what I could think of. It takes longer. So the episodes you see is really short, but in reality it's a full day's worth of work. And some of the behind the scenes that you don't see is like a bunch of bolts that need to go on the trailer. I didn't want to show you guys every single bolt going into the trailer because that would be too boring. So I kind of just show the general outlook of the project. And basically, in summary, when you see the whole episode for that day, it's basically the only progress that we've made. So it doesn't show how much behind the scenes there is going on. Despite the short episodes, I hope you guys still enjoy that. Please do leave comments on your thoughts on this project. The reason why we started this DIY is because we didn't want to buy a trailer that's already been made. Everything has pros and cons. So buying an outright trailer would cost a lot of money. It's not gonna be brand new because brand new would cost even more money. But used trailers usually comes with problems as well. And starting with something from scratch, at least we know how it was made. And we are not in a hurry to get it made anyway. So this is why we decided we like to do DIY stuff, you know, basically do it yourself. And projects like this, we actually enjoy it because it kind of feels like you own this thing. It's not like, oh, I just purchased it, you know, because anybody with money can just do that, right? I'm planning on keeping these videos fairly short because I don't want to bore you guys to death. And I'll show you guys what we have going on today. So yesterday, all we were able to finish was bolting down the 2x4 for foundation. So all 3 2x4s here. That's about all we were able to do yesterday. Here's one of the studs. And we were only able to put 2 of these. And today we are planning on hopefully setting up the rest of the studs, but we'll see how far we get because we have a bunch of studs to set up, and each stud requires 2 2x4s put together just like this, and they require brackets, as you've seen earlier, that have to be bolted down like so. Here's our progress so far. This is actually 8 feet tall, and I was telling Kyle that I was not expecting it to be that tall. So I'm not sure if we're gonna end up keeping that height or chopping it off a little bit, because I was thinking that from the flooring, the height of this wall would be maximum 7 feet, but maybe Kyle has other plans. We'll see. We still have more to do, obviously, and half the day has passed already. So we'll see how far we get today. We had to put this bracing on, otherwise Otherwise, the studs are too heavy that they actually lean back a little bit, because this driveway here is a slope. It actually slopes down this way, going towards the camera, slightly angled this way. So it's really tricky working with this here, but we have no other choice.
Oh, these are stringer boards. Not only do they add stability this way, which I was worried about, but they also allow me to align the wall more easily. So these are travelers. I'm just taking these little pieces on and off as I go, but it helps align the outside edge. So you see here, these edges are perfectly aligned so that when I put the sheathing on it and then eventually the coating on top of that, it'll all look nice, and this is reinforced. Because over here there's not the nice sort of set that I have over here, I have to make sure I have a way to align it. And because this is one board's width, what I'll do is I'll put on one of these and then I'll attach one here and one up here, and then when I go to put on the next pole, I have a template to go by to make sure that it's all straight and nice.
Okay guys, this is where we're at right now. That beam up there at the very top, it's a temporary beam to keep all of these studs here in line, because like I was mentioning earlier, this flooring here, it slopes down and actually going that way. So it's really difficult to kind of get a grip on the actual plane that we're trying to achieve here. We don't want it to look lopsided. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit lopsided because I am looking at it straight and you guys can see the other end a little bit. We actually ran out of studs, so Kyle is on his way to get more supplies, and what we're planning to do is we will install the other side first right here in order to create the second wall on this side, and at least one beam first to make a support, a horizontal support from this beam to the other side beam, if that makes sense, so that each leg, the beam would support each leg, and therefore they cannot go this way or that way. They would just go straight this way, and we will work on moving from the back to the front of each stud. So we'll do one at a time on this side and see if we can adjust the alignment that way. So we'll find out. So in terms of the height of the trailer, Kyle actually wants to keep that height that it's at right now, which means that from the floor of the trailer up to the ceiling, it's more than 8 feet long. And his reason is that he wants to be able to put like shelving on the top. But my concern was that the trailer is kind of too tall and might be a little weird with aerodynamics, and the fact that we are not using lightweight materials. These 2x4s are heavy, and the fact that we're using all wood instead of aluminum and all these other lighter materials, that the trailer is gonna weigh so much, and I'm not sure how it will be handling. So we'll see. Okay, since it actually took Kyle some time to get back from the store to get more supplies, we're actually gonna call it quits for today. And we did a fairly good amount of work. I mean, it's not gonna be a fast one, like I said. Do you have anything to tell them?
Just keep on working on the walls, so I have to go get more wood.
Yeah, so are you gonna keep the height? So it's gonna be more than 8 feet tall.
I haven't decided yet.
Yeah,
I kind of like the height, but I don't know, maybe it's too high.
Yeah, I was thinking it might mess with aerodynamics because it's really way too tall compared to the truck. and the wind force hitting it, because it's not slanted. That's what I'm worried about.
Well, the front will be slanted.
It will?
Yeah.
It's okay, so it's not, you haven't got the front yet, right?
Well, what I'll do is I'll put the sides up at full height, and then I'll go through and put in the slant as I go, and then I'll cut off the tops.
Oh.
It's just easier to adjust it like that.
Okay. Yeah, we're just kind of going with what he wants, because I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching these videos, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next video. Every Sunday I put out new videos. It's mostly motorcycle related. This project though is sort of a one-off DIY project that I'm planning on putting out every midweek. So if you guys are interested, you can always check that out every Wednesdays. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next video. Ride safe, everybody.
Bye.